coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Arizona will give them the season sweep. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there. A nice gain.
Now, like that, he knew that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Seahawks need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
The Cardinals hit 5 and 7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
They'll drop this off to Pacheco. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 26. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Powering his way forward. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
First down and goal to go.
Williams going to sneak it. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cardinals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time I look and repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. He'll look to throw. The Cards get to it here. He's brought down for a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Back to throw here. And will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now 2nd and 3.
Let's go now.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created That sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, then throw one deep.
Second down and 4. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. So he stopped for no gain. And now it's 3rd and 4. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Cardinals first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw, Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
36-yard line.
To the air, Williams. Looking middle, and that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On the ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well.
Another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Colston Loveland, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have moved out in front. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage advantage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. That's complete. Luther Burden. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Williams. And Davis with it left side. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Throwing is Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Williams from the gun on 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Luther Burden from 3 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here, a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Let's go now.
And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. Here comes 3rd down at 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. So after 3 drives that ended touchdown, 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 they get bogged down on drive number 4.
Yeah, I don't know how excited you would be on the other side of the ball that they finally didn't score. You know, you're happy, of course, but at the same time, did you have that much to do with it?
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
And I'm not sure if we got a little sloppy with the mechanics or just put too much juice on the snap. But either way, this one ends up out of the punter's reach. And now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 75. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Ernest Jones. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. He's to the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
31. Cardinals 21. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. Over the middle is going to find Burden. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Working out of the gun, Williams. That is caught. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
And the
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass to the right side, caught by Burden. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
10 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10.
To throw once more, here's Williams. He's got this complete to Burden. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Oh, the gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. That's caught left side, Burden. And the Cardinals are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. That is second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Throwing again here, Williams. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darius Davis, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 66 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows and body.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Paul. They had a bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
36-yard line.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What is up?
Looking to throw is Williams. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Vegas! What is up?
To the air once more, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. They'll go down as a gain of 6. And at second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. Williams going to look to throw again. That's complete to McBride. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Trey McBride, 27 yards. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. From the 20, here's a second and 8. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Or even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he's been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Horton. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit them, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's second and 10.
Ready.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Here comes third and the length of the football.
Ready.
Trying to take this home. They'll run. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And that should just about do it.
On the ready. Back to 60. Back to 60.
8-yard pickup.
Lightning 18.
First down, Seahawks.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Now a handoff. Edwards. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. First down marker at the 5. It's second and goal.
Come on.
And he's going to use his legs here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker.
A loss of 2 yards.
So the victory here